Hello guys, and welcome to the tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you very quickly how to set up a Tomcat application server with IntelliJ IDEA 2018.3 Ultimate. The first thing that we will do is just very quickly download Tomcat. I'm going to gloss over these details, but I should show you how to do that very quickly, and then I'll indicate which Java distribution we should be working with, and then jump right into IntelliJ IDEA. So for a quick summary, what we are doing is we are working with Tomcat version 8.5. The Java, we're working with a distribution that is called Amazon Corretto 8 and IntelliJ IDEA 2018.3 Ultimate. The reason I'm showing you this is that sometimes if you work with Tomcat, let's say version 9, that's not going to work with Amazon Corretto 8 maybe, or if you work with Tomcat version 7, maybe that's not going to work with Amazon Corretto 8. So I'm just letting you know which versions worked for me. So very quickly, we're going to head to I'm going to type in the browser download Tomcat, right? And that's going to take us to the website, and we're going to click on Tomcat 8. What we need to download is this right here, the 32/64-bit Windows Service Installer. Click on this, it's going to download. Excuse me. It's very easy to follow the steps to install this. Just hit next till you get finished. Now, when you're done with this, the way to make sure that you have Tomcat installed into your system is if you hit both the window on your keyboards, the window button as well as run, and then you type services. Okay, Microsoft console. If you see this here, look, Apache Tomcat 8.5 Tomcat 8 running, it means that means you have Apache Tomcat server running on your system. So first step is done. Also, I forgot to show you that usually, because we're going to get back to this, when you download Apache Tomcat, you will probably download it to this folder over here in the C local disk program files, Apache Software Foundation, and then Tomcat 8.5, right? This is called the Tomcat home directory. We will need this later on. Now, when you're done with downloading and installing Apache Web Server, next step is to download and install your Java distribution. So you're just going to write Amazon Corretto 8. That's going to take you to the website, which looks something like this. What you're interested in downloading and installing is the Amazon Corretto, the JDK, Amazon Corretto .msi file, okay? JDK. Okay, so why aren't we working? This is based on the OpenJDK Java distribution. Why aren't we working with the Oracle Java distribution? Because Oracle is starting to charge for their Java distribution, and we don't want to do this. Yeah, we want to work with Amazon or a free version of Java, because Oracle are interested in making some money off of you, which is something that you really need to avoid. Okay, that being said, just download this file and install it. The best thing about this is, let me show you where is this usually downloaded. So probably it will be downloaded in program files as well. As you can see, this is the Apache Web Server folder. Here is the Amazon Corretto. You have Amazon Corretto 8 is JDK 1.8 and JRE 8. Those two folders over here, forget about the one in the middle, those two folders over here, these are the two folders that are part of Amazon Corretto 8. Okay, so when you download this, the best part about Amazon Corretto is usually if you're working with the Oracle version, you will need to click on edit the system environment variable right here, and then click on environment variables, and you will need to set up two variables, Java home and path. Now that is something that is done for you automatically if you're working with Amazon Corretto. You see how beautiful this is? So this is taken care of for you automatically. Okay, now if you want to make sure that you really have Java installed on your system, all you need to do is run the command line and type java-version. There you go. And here you can see OpenJDK 1.8, which is, and also that is based off of OpenJDK. As you can see here, it's based off OpenJDK 64-bit. Now you're sure you have both Apache Tomcat server installed as well as Amazon Corretto installed. Next, we head to IntelliJ. Click to set up Apache Tomcat server with our IntelliJ projects. So file, new project, and then Spring MVC. That's what we are interested in developing. Okay, next, I'm going to call this environment setup test. Let's call it 3, because this project is about setting up the environment. Now click finish. Usually, if you're using IntelliJ, it downloads automatically for you what is called Spring jar files, as well as Apache Commons logging jar files. If you're using Eclipse, you have to do this step manually. You have to manually go to the website, to a particular website, and download these files. But IntelliJ does that for you. It's going to take some time. Okay, now it's done. You're going to open the project in a new window. Okay, we have our project over here. Environment setup test 3. And first thing to do is we're going to hit this button over here, add configuration. We hit this button and then we click on this plus sign right here. Click on this plus sign, scroll down, Tomcat server, local. Now, this is not always the case. Sometimes when you click on this button over here, okay, and you scroll down, you do not find Tomcat server. In such case, you will need to click on this button instead. Okay? So you click on this button instead, scroll down, you find Tomcat server, local, and then you set it up from here. But since this is not the case, since after we clicked add configuration, we clicked this plus sign, we scroll down, and we found Tomcat server, then that's what we will be doing. So next, we click on this button over here, configure. When you do this and this window pops up, usually you will see that the Tomcat server on the Tomcat base directory, those will be empty. Like those here, those text boxes usually will be empty, as well as this part of the window. But because I set this up previously, that's why they're filled with the correct paths. So what you need to do after you click configuration here is click over here, and you need to point IntelliJ to where you downloaded and installed your Tomcat server, right? When we talked about installing it right here. So that's what you need to point IntelliJ to. Once you pick this folder, which is the Tomcat home folder, and click OK, you will see that these text boxes are automatically filled for you once you do that. Okay, these two will be filled for you, and even this part of the window will be populated for you. It will pick both JSP -api.jar and servlet-api.jar. When it does that, you know that you're done with this step of setting up Tomcat server. Click OK, and it's important as well that you make sure that Java runtime environment is picked up and that this text box is filled. If you have Java installed, this is going to be done for you automatically, but just make sure this is the case. Next, you will need to, we have to change this. So the default here is 8080. You need to change this to 8000. Why? Because this is just the way IntelliJ works. If you keep it 8080 when you try to run your program, it's going to tell you that that port is busy. So you need to change this to 8000. And next, you're going to hit this button over here, fix. When you fix this, when you hit the fix button, you'll need to make sure that the application context text box is set to /. When you're done with this, next you will be clicking this button over here. This is called the project structure button. So let's click that. As you can see, you see these squiggly lines over here. That means there is something wrong with your application. So to correct this, we are going to click this fix button over here, and we will choose the second item from the top, add all missing dependencies. Magically, these squiggly lines are gone, indicating that the error is annihilated. Something useful in this project structure window is that if you click on the projects, here you can point IntelliJ to where you installed your Java JDK, okay? And you can access it as well from here. Okay, so if you click SDKs as well, so you can point IntelliJ to where you install the JDK as well. So just this project structure window is really useful, right, for pointing IntelliJ to where you to where your SDK is, as well as fixing the error. You click apply here, you click OK here, and you click OK here, and that's it. We're done. So you're gonna click this button over here. Okay, either this or this. And if everything is done correctly, there will be right here next to our application name, there will be a green check sign indicating that everything is correct. The browser will launch with the word "end" between two $signs. Let's hope this is going to happen. So it's spelling, and very good. We have the browser launched, and we have the word "in" between two $signs. And if we hit back to IntelliJ, we can clearly see that we have this beautiful green check line right next to our application name, indicating that everything is done correctly. Last thing we will do is we will hit the stop button to stop the Tomcat server. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you guys for watching.